So guys, I am excited to have each and every one of you here today for our training. You are in the right place. If you are here for my training called 3 Super Simple Tactics that transforms your dream audience into paid customers so that you can finally start to use social media the right way to increase sales and gain your visibility while making a kingdom impact. So I am going to fly, and so if you want to be able to watch this again, please know I am recording this. And within the next hour, I will be sending this out to everyone to be able to have access to. I also would love to let you guys know that I am excited to keep this to 1 hour. So if you have some place to go, I want to respect that. If you have more questions to go and we are at the top of the next hour, which would be an hour from now, I am happy to stay on for a few minutes before I have to head off to go get my kids from school. So that being said, let's go ahead and dive in. We've got Amarillo, Texas, Wichita, Kansas, Louisiana, Las Vegas. Awesome. So if you haven't had a chance yet, please drop into the chat and let me know where it is that you live in the world. So you are in the right place if you are any or all of these. So if you hear me say something that resonates with you, can you just do me a favor, type yes. You might be a Christian business owner and you maybe feel frustrated, maybe even overwhelmed with social media, and you wonder, do you really have it in you to figure all of this out? You might also be a nonprofit leader or an entrepreneur, and you don't have direction in your social media marketing efforts, or you wonder, can social media really work for you? There are not enough hours in the day. Have you ever found yourself saying that? Because maybe you just feel it takes up so much time for you to be able to, quote, do social media well. Or maybe you struggle with getting more sales, knowing best practices, or even what to post. Or maybe you need help with video. How can you do it? Just by using your smartphone, iPhone, or Android. And what does it actually look like to either just be yourself or stay on brand at the same time, or how you ultimately want to be able to get increased engagement and visibility? If any of those things sounds like something you would possibly say, yes, that to me, type a yes in the chat box. So here's what we are going to be covering today while we are together for the next 56 minutes or so. I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how that I and my whole team, how we get free visibility on social media without paying for ads, and you can too, so that you can be seen by more of your ideal customers and be top of mind when they do want to buy from you. We're going to talk about why the biblical principle of the golden rule is the premise of the entire book that I actually have written, and my exclusive social method, what it is. And I'm going to share with you how this can increase your revenue and get people talking about you. And when I say you, for the purpose of this training, I mean you, your business, your brand, your organization, how you're choosing to show up on social media. And yes, this is applicable to nonprofits as well, because we all want to thrive and leverage the awesome tool that social media is. And we're going to talk about 3 super simple tactics that transforms your dream audience into paid customers. Now, I'm going to just take a second here to pray real quickly. If you've never been on a training before where people pray, then that's okay. But I'm just going to take a quick second to just pray for us. God, thank you for being here. Thank you for each and every person that you divinely brought here on this day to be here. I pray that my words would be clear, that you would speak through me, and that everything we talk about today would be able to serve or to help someone with exactly where they are. And pray, God, that you would bless a hedge of protection among all of these leaders and business owners. And we pray all of this in your name. Amen. Okay, so let us keep going. This training may not be for you, and I am not offended whatsoever, is if you think social media is a magic pill that's going to suddenly fix all of your income problems overnight. This may not be for you if you aren't willing to take any action to implement changes in your business. If you have a problem that I personally declare Jesus as king, and I want Christian business owners and leaders to not just say, oh, I'm going to pull up my bootstraps and I'm going to hustle and it's going to all be about me. But instead, I want you to say, I want God's will in my business. I want my efforts and my impacts on the world to make an honest kingdom impact by the business that you and I are creating. And also, if you might be offended that at the end of this presentation, I'm going to share with you an offer, then I want you to know, don't get upset, but I will have an amazing resource available for those of you that are here today. So here's a perk for you to stay till the end. One, I'm going to be giving away a copy of my brand new book, signed. We'll sign it for you, The Golden Rules of Social Media Marketing. Thrive in business with strategy and kindness. That's one perk. I will be picking a winner based on the people that are still here at the end. The second perk is I am excited because I am going to offer a 2-minute social media audit for your social media. So if you're here till the end, and if that is something that would be of benefit to you, just let me know and I will do that. And I will go to the social media platform of choice for you, for your business, and I will record myself giving a 2-minute audit of your business. So how social media strategy has changed my life and my business. It does sound super cliche to say social media has changed my life, but the truth of the matter is it's been a huge piece of my journey and my story. So the reality is I want Jesus to be the top priority in my business. Second, family, everything else third, to include my business. And so that has been a top vision in my heart and my desire as a mom, as a wife, and just on this journey of just strengthening my own relationship and my own walk with Christ and what that also means to be a business owner. And so I have a very interesting story, which it's not on the slides, but I feel like I would be remiss if I don't share this small piece with you, though I'll be honest, it's personal. But I went to school to be a special education teacher. That was what I thought I was going to do. And long story short, I did get married my sophomore year of college to someone that was also a Christian. We were married nearly 5 years. He decided he wanted to get a doctorate degree at UGA. So we sold our house. I quit my teaching job. We moved to Athens, Georgia. And about 6 weeks later, he came home and in about a 90-second conversation said that he did not want to be married anymore and asked me to leave. And I, at that moment, would say I experienced rejection and devastation like I have honestly never experienced before. And in that moment, I was like, not only just physically and emotionally heartbroken, but I just was like, what does this mean, God? Like, what is happening? Why is this happening? Well, that actually was the very beginning journey that led to me 20 years ago moving to Hilton Head, South Carolina, and start working at a digital marketing agency. It started with me answering telephones, to then me becoming the office manager, to then I became the project manager, and that's where I then learned about graphic design and web design. So that's kind of my footprint, so to say, and how I got into this space 20 years ago. But fast forward 2002, I met my current husband, Wayne. We've been married 17 years. We have 3 beautiful children. And on that journey of being a wife, a military family, and moving around the world to all these different locations, I found and realized that one of my gifts is a connector. I love drawing people together, and I found the power of social media. And even before you and I call it social media, Yahoo groups, anybody old school enough to even know what I mean when I say Yahoo groups? And I would draw people together, bring things that they had in common together, whether it was on the topic of motherhood or whether it was on the topic of they lived internationally and they had children and they're trying to go out and about and do fun things. So fast forward 2010, I went to graduate school. I got a master's in management and leadership. And while I was in graduate school, I started my first company called ElizabethtownFamily.com. And I realized that I love drawing people together, and I turned it into a business. And so that's when that first company was born in a very small town. And then I want you to know, fast forward, the Chamber of Commerce, probably around 2013, 2014, while I'm still running my first company, asked if they could hire me. And so I began working with them as their relationship manager, and I helped them use social media to grow their membership. In fact, that year is wrong. That should right there say 2013. But this is a photo of me going into one of our members and saying, what's happening? What's happening in your store? And so one of their associates got onto one of their cool, like, awesome vehicles here in their sports store. And we used that and we were leveraging it on social media. I think it's really cool. I like to share that I've had Chick-fil-A as a client in all of the businesses I've created. And fast forward 2014, my husband and I decided to move to South Carolina, to where I called home, where I grew up. And that's where I started my Sweet Tea social marketing business. And each of these steps involved me just saying yes, one step at a time. And it's a joy and an honor that I can look back at this picture and see I have been on stage speaking as an MC at Social Media Marketing World, introducing keynote influencers and speakers on this awesome topic that I love to talk about. And I've been able to help people use social media to grow their businesses. So in addition to using it to grow my own 2 businesses and working for the chamber and increasing their membership by 40%, working with clients on local levels, as well as online brands, both product and service and nonprofits, I've helped thousands of people just like you, and I honestly have a servant's heart. And so the opportunity to be a keynote speaker, to go across the world, all started because I became intrigued with the power of social media to build relationships with people. And so today, I can tell you I sold business number 1 for profit in 2017, that I have made 6 figures in each of the businesses that I built from scratch using social media as the primary form of my marketing. I've had Chick-fil-A as a client in both of my businesses, as well as Social Thrive Business Academy. I've been on 75 plus stages as an international keynote speaker. I've got a podcast. I have Social Thrive Business Academy, and I just wrote my first book. And I say, God, thank you for using me on this journey of me wanting to show up and be a digital missionary. But my entire business and my life really changed the moment that I chose to use social media as a way to gain visibility, increase revenue, and make a kingdom impact. So I want you guys to trust me. If I can do this, you can do this too. My happy place is taking all that I've learned and shorten your learning curve. That is what brings me joy. And I think it's awesome that God is opening doors for me to continue to teach. Just the reality is, it doesn't quite look like I thought it would when I went back to college way back years ago as a special education teacher. And if there's anyone here that's watching that would consider themselves a non-tech person, I want you to know you're not alone. There are others that are here, but there are also people like me. I would not say I love tech by any stretch of the imagination, but I learned what I need to accomplish and get results, and you can as well. So I want to just introduce to you guys Michael Jackson. Michael K. Jackson is actually inside of Social Thrive Business Academy. And I love with me that he shared that he has found my social framework to be instrumental in his growth and helping him with his personal brand. And the reason I want to share that with you right now at the top of our presentation is because I'm going to be going into 3 detailed specifics in my social framework here on this training. So I want you to pay attention. And I'd also like to challenge everybody here. If you currently already have Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, or Twitter, and you are actively using one of those platforms to grow your business, I want you in the comments below to tell me in the chat box, yes, if that's you. And so what I would like to challenge you to do is let's practice what I'm talking about today on being social. Take a photo of yourself right now, like whatever you're doing, or you can hold your phone up and record about a 10-second video clip of the training that we're doing and go post it on social media and spotlight hey guys, I'm learning this training today about social media. I'm finding it to be helpful. You could tag me in your business and be social and tag me. But I'm telling you, those are just small little things that we can begin doing in our daily life as business owners and as leaders to get more activity, engagement, visibility, and what we all want is more income and more sales. And just kind of as we get ready to progress, I know that there is sometimes this focus of, okay, don't talk about money. We love Jesus. Well, at the end of the day, guys, what I know to be true is that we love Jesus, but we can also be financially successful in what we're doing. And the more resources that more godly men and women like you and me have, guess what? That means we have more to go and make a kingdom impact for Christ. Whether that means you're choosing to donate to nonprofits that are supporting the fight of human trafficking, whether it means that you're pro-life, whether it means that you are going out helping in soup kitchens, you're making donations. Hopefully, if you and I continue to increase in our income, it's impacting this world that we live in, not for the sake of just being good, kind people, but for the sake of being the light of Christ. So that is super important that I don't want to get separated in the content or in the training of what we're talking about. So a few things: get out of your own way, be teachable. I want you to remember small and big steps forward are both forward. Be willing to do things scared. And it won't be perfect. Nothing you do on social media the first time is going to be perfect, but you've got to just start showing up and being willing. Be willing. So we want to have free visibility, right? But we want visibility that's going to help us get more income. And here are 4 things that I know can help your business get more visibility, which can lead to you also getting the income you want. You've got to be more consistent. You have to show up on a regular basis on the social platform of choice that makes sense for you. We'll talk a little bit more about that next. But right now, what does consistent mean? It's easy for us just to throw that word around. Consistent means that you need to be posting this many times a day. And if you're not meeting the mark, you're not consistent. That is not true. Not all business audiences are the same. There are some communities on Facebook that are raving fans. They have huge pages. Even when ones that have small pages, they're posting 5 to 8 times a day, and their audience is eating it up. Their audience loves it. There are other communities that they have found when they post less, though daily, that their engagement numbers go up. So you do have to pay attention to your audience. And this isn't just a one size fits all thing, but across the board in general, it is super important for us to all be consistent in our marketing. Post as your page. If there is anyone right now that is live on the training, that's one of the perks of showing up live, that does not know how on Facebook to post and comment anywhere on other social media places as your business page name, could you please just say no in the comments? And if you do, then that's going to let me know that you would be well served for me to actually just show you how to do that. Okay, perfect. All I needed was one person. So bear with me. Let me simply open up a browser. I'm going to go to Facebook. And let's just kind of do a little scenario here. Everybody should right now see my browser that's getting ready to load Facebook. And let's say that I am on Social Media Examiner, which is a popular page within my industry. So that's why I'm picking it, because if I'm going to show you right now in real time, it would make sense for me to pick something that I actually would want more visibility in. Let's say you go to that page. You're just scrolling about, and what I'm showing you is so much easier on desktop. Mobile sometimes can be a little finicky, but let's just say this one that says how to create Instagram content that engages your audience. And I'm looking at that now. Oops. Right here. It's the one that's got Shalene Johnson and the word engagement. So if I think I want to make a comment right now, First of all, let me stop and say, here's why this is smart. This allows for you to be, quote, social on social media somewhere other than on your page. And since this is a big page that has 550,000 people that are interested in this topic of social media examiner and marketing for businesses, I would be well served if more of these people know about me. So I'm going to right here, let me zoom in so I can make this bigger for you. Right here. Sorry guys, right there. Just here's the post. Right here, there's going to be a little down arrow. If you give it a second, I have admin privileges for tons of pages. So I'm going to go to the specific one I want. You would just go to the one you want. You click on that. And now when you comment, and I'm like, if I'm going to say something like, Shalene is such a great woman in business. I love hearing her insight on Instagram too. Now, another tip for you is I'm actually going to do the @ sign, and I'm going to start typing the name of the page that I'm on. Media, sometimes it pops up. There it is. So it's right here, and I'm going to click on it. I'm going to do a comma, and now I'm going to still do my comment, and I'm going to hit the return button. So now what you'll see here on this post that has already got 32 shares and 16 comments, and they only posted this just a couple days ago, my comment as my business is now in that. So you can take with the tip I just shared with you, and you can go and do that. Let me know if you guys found that to be helpful. All right. That's how you can post as your page on Facebook. And I want you to engage with others that are not on your page, but on other pages, which is like what I just did, in other people's feeds. So on Instagram, you might just be saying to yourself, doing Instagram really well means I'm showing up, I'm on my page, I decided to post a couple times this month. But what the real awesome sauce on social is, where are the people that you want to be connecting with, talking, and they maybe don't even know who you are yet? You want more visibility. So maybe there's a really popular hashtag that a lot of people that you want to connect with all just recently went to a conference. Or maybe it's a geo-local hashtag like hashtag San Diego or hashtag Atlanta, Georgia. And you stumble upon some content or a post that's talking about something that you have some insight. When you go onto other people's pages and you comment and engage as the business owner, it allows for your brand to get that extra exposure, which leads to the more visibility that you want to get. So let me ask you this. Do you want your life to be easier? I'm going to just go ahead and just guess that most of you guys are going to say yes, that you want your life to be easier, okay? And do you want to feel smarter? We all enjoy when we are left feeling smarter. Do you want to be inspired and inspire other people? So here's the deal, guys, the golden rule. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. Matthew 7:12. This is the foundation to the book that I wrote. This is the foundation to the strategy that I teach. And this is biblical mandated philosophy and strategy that can help you and your business grow. And so I want you guys to know that when you show up on social media and help people, really great things happen. You guys want to know the value of this training. You want to grow. You want to grow with social media. Show up on social media, and I want you to help people. So I talked to you guys that I'm going to share with you what my social framework is. So here it is. It's the word social, and it stands for 6 different areas that I really kind of consider my success path for success. Please feel free to take a screenshot of this. Please feel free to write this down. So the S, strong foundations. O, optimize relationships. C, choose the right platforms. I, influential content, A, automation and systems, and L, having a legacy and kingdom impact. Now, just by a quick show of hands, I would love for you guys in the chat box, you can just write which one of those is your, maybe the one that you feel you need the most help with. So you could put the S, the O, the C, the I, the A, or the L. I'm going to give you about 15 seconds. Just look at what you see on the screen. All you need to do is write the letter that corresponds with the one that you feel you need the most help with. And in this training, I'm going to be going into specifics and going deeper with you on 3 of these. Okay, so far we've got 4 people that have responded and everyone has a different area. Okay, so this is good. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and dive into 3 of these. We'll see if the one you picked is one of the ones I focus on. So before we dive into that, the way you can make more income on social media is to have an increased like, know, and trust factor. People buy from people they like, they know, and they trust. So if you are scared to go live, if you are never taking any pictures at all of you, your team, if honestly, it's not visible in any way that your business, when we think of social media, is actually a real human being, you are not helping yourself. People nowadays are sitting there saying to themselves, is this somebody that's like speaks English? Is this somebody that knows what I'm really dealing with, what I have as a problem? Do they really care? Is this like some operation in a building on the 70th floor by like 5 people that just Googled, hey, a topic, and let's see if we can figure this out? And then the audience that you want to attract, in their defense, they don't know which one, they don't know who's the real deal, who's not the real deal. So how are you building that trust? So when you are willing to show up on social media and communicate to your audience in a way that treats them exactly the way that you'd like to be treated, they feel valued, they feel appreciated, and they remember you. And I'll tell you this, they then buy from you. Or if they truly don't need what you have, like if you're a realtor, and I'm not moving anytime soon because I just moved into my dream house for at least the time until my youngest graduates high school. Guess what? I personally don't legit need a realtor of any kind. But if you are impressing me, if I like you, if you show up like you are legit and you know what you're doing and you're delivering and giving value, guess what? I know people. I know people that you don't know. And I can recommend you to people that you don't know. And I can do that face to face. But nowadays, guys, people are doing that on social media. So it pays dividends for you to be building that like, know, and trust factor. So these are going to be the 3 that I'm going to go into deeper detail on. Several of you picked S, choosing the right platforms, and several of you picked automate and systems. So let's keep going. Here are your 3 simple strategies to turn your dream audience into paid customers. Number 1, the strong foundation. Guys, you have to know your audience and their struggles and how you can serve them, because they are much more likely to buy from you when they feel that you care about them. You have got to stop trying to serve everyone on social media, no matter what your business is. You could make craft supplies. You might make donuts. You may be an accountant. You may have a service where you teach people how to deal with back pain. You may be an author or a speaker. That's fine. We can all be very different in what we have as a product or as a service. But if you don't know your audience and their struggles, you are going to drastically struggle on social media. And you can all day long say, I know this. I've done this for 5, 10, 15 years. And this is going to sound really hard, but I'm going to tell you this in love. If you're not conveying that on social media, then your efforts on social media are somewhat of wasted efforts. So it doesn't do you any good to just think it, for you to know it, or worse, for you to have a limiting belief that it's only important and you're going to only demonstrate your area of expertise and that you know your audience once you're standing there face to face or once you're on the telephone with them. Guys, we've got to put our best foot forward, and we have to think of social media and what it looks like just like from the presentation of that first impression when we're meeting anybody in life. And we also have to just really say, who is that audience that we want to attract? We don't want to just go for anybody that has a pulse, that's willing to buy, that has a credit card. Some people might tell you that's the approach, but the reality is there are a lot of options, and you just really need to showcase how you stand apart. So I want you to give your dream client a name, and I actually want you to describe them in detail. So I know that 90 seconds sounds like a long time, but do me a favor, set a timer. I'm actually setting a timer right now. We've got about 75 seconds left. And I want you guys right now, just grab a pen, grab a paper. If you don't have either of those, at least just ponder this idea. Jot down what comes to mind of who your dream client is. And while you do that, I'm just going to take a quick sip of my drink. So you've given your client a name. What do they look like if you really get into the details? Okay, so just to humor me, if any of you all gave your dream client a name, tell me in the chat box what that person's name is. I just would love to know. So awesome. We've got a dream client. Her name is Leah. I love it. We've got a Charlie. Love it. So thank you, timer. Here's my dream client. Just listen. Elizabeth is 39 years old. She lives with her children and spouse and has a business she has been running for 2+ years. She, however, does not totally love marketing, yet realizes it is essential in her business. She struggles with knowing what to post on social media, how to get unstuck, to know how she really is different from others, and she loves her family. She shops at Trader Joe's, loves to cook, is always working on wearing her mom hat and business owner hat well, and enjoys listening to podcasts along with awesome leaders like Lisa Turkhurst, Franklin Graham, Andy Stanley, Dave Ramsey, and finds that she doesn't watch TV very often, but when she does, it includes the Food Network, HGTV, or Netflix. She enjoys a local church and is passionate about Jesus in her life daily. Business-wise, she has had a lot of success with business via word of mouth and offline wins. Now, she is ready to step up her online marketing strategy and using social media to impact her business growth. Now, tell me, guys, does that description help you have a better, clear, more understood idea of what my dream client looks like? If you would like to take a screenshot of this just to kind of have it to look like as a point of reference, if you want to go back and do this exercise later, please feel free. But that is what I mean when I say know and be able to describe them. When I ask some people this, the wrong answer is they're 9 to 99. That's not the right answer. Some people say that and they feel that that means that they're being all inclusive and that they can help everybody. But that is not going to serve your business well, because people are not looking for just a generalist on a particular topic. Now, I could take this is like a dream description of my audience, but I could change several things. A lot of it would still be true, but it might say Rebecca is 56 years old. And instead of it saying her children, it's she loves her grandchildren. And she loves pretty much a lot of the other things I wrote. And she's basically enjoying the balance of being a mom and a grandmother. So it might look a little bit differently, but you still see how I could get really clear. And so you need to be really clear in this strong foundation piece of your business, because then when you're showing up, you are better able to help them know if you are the right fit for what they need and whether they are ready to buy from you. So here's another strategy. You've got to choose the right platforms. If there is anybody right now watching this that is waiting for permission for somebody that loves and does social media from a marketing business perspective, here's your permission. You do not need to be in all the places doing social media 15 times a day on every platform and then be Googling at night TikTok because you heard that's super popular now and you think you need to be over on TikTok too. If that right now was just a pressure release for anybody, I want you to know that that was exactly for you. That's why I said that. That was for you. Please be released of that burden. Here's what you need to do. You need to go where your audience already spends time and give them a path to knowing how they can buy from you. It is your job as a business. And some people want to talk about social selling and social media as a place to be social and not to make offers. We want to be social. That's a huge piece of everything I teach. But we've got to ultimately guide people in a direction to know where and how they can ultimately buy from us. That means maybe you're just telling them to go get your free thing. So then they're getting on your email address. And then through email, you're nurturing in them and you're telling them about more offers. But you've got to tell people that journey to go from they don't know you to here's a way for them to get the credit card and to buy your product or service. And your offers must be compelling to get them to take action. Is there anybody here right now watching this, whether you're on their replay or live, that's going to get super uber motivated because I tell you, if you join Social Thrive Business Academy today, I'm going to give you $1 off? Would that motivate anybody? Okay. I don't even know if that would motivate somebody if they had $1 off coupon at their favorite restaurant. No, I mean, I love Chick-fil-A. If I knew I was already going there, I might be motivated by $1 off, but I probably am not going to load up my kids, get everybody out in the 37-degree winter weather to drive down to a Chick-fil-A down the street to save $1. So you've got to have offers that are compelling. I can't answer what's compelling. You need to survey your audience, motivate, and ask them. But please make sure that you have offers that are compelling that make someone want to take action. Here's how you know what the right platform for you to focus on. Where your dream audience is, plus a platform that you like also equals heaven in your marketing. Don't you kind of like my little Stairway to Heaven cloud photo there? I saw that and thought it was kind of funny, kind of cute. But seriously, your audience plus the platform that you like is your heaven in your marketing. So I do believe it's very difficult, almost impossible for anyone to fake their social media 365 days a year. So please, if you've got 3 platforms that you're saying to yourself, well, I don't know which one to focus on, but this one, I hate it. Well, go ahead and just kind of remove that one right now and look at the other 2 and then say to yourself, okay, what's the difference between these 2 platforms? Is my dream audience really spending a lot of time on both of these platforms? Maybe there's one that's a little bit more of a clear winner, or maybe there's one that you absolutely love. And I would tell you to keep this formula in mind when you're making that decision. And the third strategy we're going to talk about today is automate in systems. So here are some specific things that you can do to automate and have systems that are going to lead to you having increased sales. Schedule content ahead of time. If you're not on a daily basis having to sit down and wonder what the next post is going to be, you are going to free up so much mental bandwidth in your head that you are going to be so excited that you did it for yourself. And plan your content ahead of time. Here are some suggestions. You can think in frames, in kind of buckets of themes. You can think according to holidays or times of year. You can also think based on stages of life that your audience is in. So for example, if you help people with their taxes and the people themselves may really not be thinking about it till January, you may say, I'm going to have a huge push in the month of November or earlier to really start helping people, whether they sign up to work with you or not, because I hear there are 5 things they could do to make their lives so much easier come January, when maybe that's when they might be really heavy deep into working on their taxes. And I want you to turn your social media systems that work into repeat processes to save you time. The number one struggle that business owners tell me they have is time. as it relates to social media. So here on the next screen is a golden tip to help you save time. Let's say that you make a video, a 2 to 5 minute video of you showcasing your expertise. You can do that. Does not matter what business you have, you can make the video. 2 to 5 minutes. Showcase your expertise. Why should I listen to you? What's a tip you have? What's a big mistake people make? A video showcasing your expertise. Then you take that one video and then you turn it into a blog post if you have a website. Or if you do not have a blog post, turn it into a long form social media post. Or if you are on LinkedIn, turn it into a LinkedIn article. You can use resources like rev.com, and that's rev.com. Let's see here. Let me make this real quick. I just posted in the chat box, rev.com. You can use that transcription service, send them the link to your video, and they will, for $1 per minute, transcribe it. So if your video is 3 minutes, for $3, they will send you back written word for word what you said in your video. So then when you turn that into a LinkedIn article, a blog post, all you have to do is basically tweak it. Make sure it looks good. Make sure it looks as if somebody wanted to be able to benefit from it. Okay. And at the end of that process, you can repeat it and do this over and over. So you'll then have one video, a blog post, 14 social media posts, plus 1 email. And the reason I have 14, I want to make sure you understand, there's the 12, but when you do the blog post, that gets turned into a social media post. When you do the video, that gets turned into a social media post. So every video you make becomes a blog post, 14 social media posts, plus an email. Simplify your lives, guys. Let's work smarter and not harder. I'm a huge believer in that. So what could you start doing tomorrow in your business to get more results with social media based on what you've learned? Okay, just think about that. Process it in your head. Don't overthink it. Don't think that you have to have 5 hours a week to start making steps of progress. You've got to just start doing things and putting yourself out there and just planning more and being strategic in these 6 areas in your business. And you've got to remember to celebrate the wins, whether they're big or if they're small. So I just want to tell you guys about a couple people that I think are amazing. And I want to tell you about Carrie. Carrie said that with my help inside of Social Thrive Business Academy, she was able to seamlessly transition from a direct sales boutique to her own brand. And she attributes the training inside of Social Thrive to this being her first year in the black in her business. She's been able to grow her Facebook business page, and she really has enjoyed the training, helping her get more visibility. And so Carrie is doing fantastic things over at Graceful Pieces Boutique. Mary Lou gave us some feedback and said that Social Thrive Business Academy has been a huge difference to her in her business. She said it's helped motivate her, it's helped her have accountability, and it's helped her actually be more creative. And she's loved being able to learn so many valuable tools to help with her engagement and her reach on her pages. And her company is Grow Real Companies. And then the last person I just want to share with you is Kathy. She said she was wanting to learn social media for her business to get noticed more, and that she has 100% visibility increase. She's got over 100 more likes, and she really says she's getting a little bit more into understanding who your market while building relationships on social media. She is of Believe Essential Oils, Finger Lakes. So here's the question I have for everybody today watching. How can you apply this method and this framework for leveraging the growth, the revenue generating, and the visibility as a Christian business owner or leader? So I see that you've got 2 choices. You can keep doing things the way you've been doing them, or you can let me help you with my expertise inside of Social Thrive Business Academy. So you may be saying, what is this, Heather? What is Social Thrive Business Academy? So this is my step-by-step method to building genuine relationships on social media to help you get the money, the visibility in the kingdom without confusion, isolation, or missing pieces, or to kind of make it sound awesome with all eyes, to get you more income, more influence, and more impact. And so I really truly believe if you are currently needing help with social media strategy in your business and you need the specific how-tos, Heather, how do I use Instagram? What does my bio need to look like? What type of things should I be posting? How often should I be posting? Heather, what can I do to save myself time if I only have an hour a day to work on social media or an hour a month? And I believe that it is the quickest solution to help. But if you're saying, what is it? It's an online membership. Doesn't matter where you live in the world. Does not matter what time zone you're in, because everything is recorded and uploaded. It is something for you to easily access via mobile device, iPhone, desktop, 24/7. And it walks you through the stages that we just talked about today. And we went into more detail on 3 of them in the social framework. It's Jesus-led leadership, which is either by me showing up every single week with you, but it's also experts that I draw in based on my connections and my relationships in the marketing industry. Bite-sized training, because if you're busy, I want to share with you guys that our concept of 10-minute trainings or less has been a huge hit, and everybody loves the small, short trainings. It gets community for Christian business owners, leaders just like yourself that are on the journey to grow and they want social media marketing to be a part of that. It gets you accountability and it gets you group access to me. So imagine engagement on your Facebook business page when you ask questions. Imagine new leads coming your way for products, services, or your discovery calls. Imagine increased visibility among your industry leaders and your influencers. Imagine more income each month coming in from your products or your services. So I want you guys to know that today, and only today, I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit about my Social Thrive Business Academy. I'm laughing because I accidentally closed the browser on my computer that had all the details to share with you about it. So hold on one second here. My computer is like frozen for half a second. Here it is. I love technology. Anybody? All right. There y'all are. Here I am. And there's the slides that I was trying to show you in the first place. So all you have to do is follow the stages inside of Social Thrive Business Academy. I like to let you know that I want to serve you and I want to serve you well. And I realized that everyone coming into Social Thrive Business Academy is coming at different stages. You may be very much needing to focus. And I do encourage everyone that joins to do some of the first 3 to 5 essential trainings here, no matter whether you've been in this business for 15 years, but all of the content is accessible from you the moment you join. You don't have to wait 5 weeks for something to get dripped down to you, because you may be going, I really need help in this stage 5. And I want you to get access to that the minute you join. So it's set up to where you have immediate access to all the training, and there is new training, new content, fun challenges, checklists, things that are given to you each and every month that truly do take into consideration your needs. So if you're saying, how much is this going to cost? Am I going to have to sell one of my children? No, nothing crazy, none of that. So my one-to-one coaching package is $12,000, and my 1-hour consultation rate is $1,000 an hour. So what are you going to actually pay to master social media strategy? Not $12,000, not even $1,000. You can get the entire Social Thrive Business Academy framework for an entire year for just $490. But we do have payment plans that you can have month-to-month access with 0 contract, cancel at any time for as little as $49. Now, I do want everybody to know that I've got some awesome bonuses for you guys, and these are new bonuses. If you want access to my new fast action bonus, you are going to want to sign up and join Social Thrive today in the next 9 minutes. And I'm going to share with you what all of our bonuses are. So here's the fast action bonus. This applies to those of you that are on the call today. I want you to know that the fast action bonus for those of you on this call right now are that you would be able to get a free 30-minute consult with me as a perk to you joining today in the next 9 minutes. This next bonus that you see on the screen is applicable to people that are watching this on the replay, or those of you that are here. As long as you sign up by midnight tonight, you will be able to get bonus number 1, 2 months of free access to my Inner Circle group coaching, which is valued at $394. You're going to get access to me inside of these 2 group coaching calls. We are going to have those plus a prayer and praise call that we do each month. And you'd have access to that for 2 full months if you sign up today by midnight. So that is an awesome perk that's available to everybody that's on this call, as well as anybody that joins by midnight. Here is bonus number 2. You get access to my 5 golden rules of social media marketing training. That is $97 value. It comes with a video, a slide deck, and audio, and it's something that's truly going to be able to help you get your business moving forward. And that is a training that we just did last month that we had really great, awesome feedback from, and really excited to be able to offer that as a bonus for you guys. Now, for those of you that are considering the annual package, which I want you guys to know and understand that the regular price for Social Thrive is $97 a month. So you are getting access to Social Thrive at 50% off. And that's a deal that I think is amazing. But I want you to know that if you're interested, and I will tell you that many of our members come and stay for a long time, for months and months, that you may be financially better served if you do join our annual package. And if you get the annual package, you also get the other bonuses we talked about, but you also get these. You get an autographed copy of my new book, The Golden Rules of Social Media Marketing, which is valued at $25. I'm going to ship it to your house completely free. Doesn't cost you a penny. And then bonus number 4, which I am so excited, I've never offered this before, is you will have Boxer access to me for 6 weeks to be able to ask your questions, get real-time feedback on your questions, struggles, concerns, or maybe the systems that you're currently working on. If you are not sure what Boxer is, it is an awesome tool. It's an awesome resource that's almost walkie-talkie style that allows for you to just walkie-talkie me a message, and then I hear your message and I walkie-talkie you an answer back. Super simple, super awesome. So to kind of put this into point of reference, when you join Social Thrive, you have the ability to join on a monthly level, which has no commitment whatsoever, or you can join for 1 year. The way it kind of breaks down is if you join for 1 year, you ultimately are getting 2 months completely free. And bonus 1, bonus 2 are for people that sign up for the regular membership. If you sign up for the annual, you get bonus 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, if there is anybody that is live here that has a question, you can privately message me in the chat, so where I am the only person that sees your question, or you can just type out your question and I will be more than happy to address that. We've got 5 minutes on our time. So I'm going to tell you that I am so thankful that you guys have been here. And if anybody is interested or just prayerfully considering joining, I want you to know that my goal is to come alongside you and give you the training and the content and not to give you busy work. You see, the goal and how people get the visibility on social media is this true concept of showing up, treating people the way that they want to be treated, and standing out and not being a cookie cutter, not being like everybody else. And so I want to encourage you, as you're just thinking, like, is this for me? Is this not for me? To know that I am excited that you guys just took time today to watch this training. Let's see, we've got someone that's a member that has misplaced their login information. I will go and look that up. In fact, let me just do this. I'm going to do a quick copy and paste. And I'm going to go check that out, and I will get that email right away to you, Julie. So thank you so much for letting me know that. I am actually laughing because I am just pasting myself a note so I can find that, and I'll easily be able to get back to you and send that right away to you. Fantastic. If you are already inside of Social Thrive Business Academy, then you are awesome. You're in the right place. If you're already in and you want to sign up for a yearly membership instead, you can do that. Just send me a message and let me know, and we can get that switched for you. Super simple. And you would, of course, would be able to get access to bonus 3 and bonus 4. Everybody that's actually already inside of Social Thrive, because I love my community, and there is nothing worse than the feeling of going, wow, there are people that are new that are getting something that I've never had before. I'm offering all of the bonus number 1 and 2 to all of my current Social Thrive members. So I'm a huge advocate for taking care of your people. Awesome. I hope that answers your question, Kimberly. Thank you guys so much. Oh, great. Shay is looking for me to give her a call. That's fantastic. I love it. I really appreciate you guys. And if someone does have a question, I would love to honor you, because I will have about 35 minutes this afternoon that if you want to go old school, call and talk on the phone. I can answer your questions over the phone. If you guys want to do anything, but I don't want anybody to miss the bonuses, because tomorrow at noon, my fast action bonus, a free 2 months of the inner circle, will disappear at midnight tonight. And I don't want anybody that wanted that or felt led that that was what they needed to miss out. So feel free to privately message me, notes, phone numbers, anything. I'm going to keep that chat box open. And you guys have been amazing. So let's pick a winner. If you would like to win a copy of my free book, go ahead in the comments below, type the word book. Okay? Or don't forget, if you've joined today, Social Thrive Business Academy, and you joined today, please type that in there so I can make sure I know, because I want to make a note of it, and you will get a free 30-minute strategy call with me, but you've got about 2 minutes to sign up if that's you. Okay, let's pick our book winner. Okay, great. Awesome. You guys are fantastic. I am going to pick kind of randomly. I'm going to use my cursor here. Okay. All right. I don't know who this is, but the winner of my book is RW. RW, you are the winner of this, my book, Social Thrive Business Academy, signed copy coming your way. This is for you. RW, if you have the ability to privately just click right before you start typing, you click the option that says just to me, and I will get it. I will be the only one that can see it. Send me your mailing address. I am going to the post office on Monday, and I am sending this a signed copy to you. So to each and every one of you that are here, I'm going to ask you a favor. If you found this to be helpful, the greatest compliment you could do would be later today when you see that I say, hey, the doors to Social Thrive Business Academy are open. They will only be open for just a few days. Share out that post with other believers that you know need help with their social media marketing, and just pray. Pray that the right people that need help would be able to come upon this resource as something that might help them. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. And it's exactly 2 o'clock. So we are going to end. Thank you all for being here. Have a super blessed rest of your day. Bye, everyone.